Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your man Melvin Taylor, and you are tuned into my radio show, The Alternative with Melvin Taylor, and this is the TV version. Now, you may recognize me from a few reaction videos on the internet or from seeing some local improv. Either way it goes, this radio show is dedicated to you guys. We like to talk about what's going on in music, entertainment, more, while also having some very cool interviews at the same time. So definitely check it out. Let me know what you think. You can find me on social media, Melvin Taylor or find the radio show, The Alt with Mel, on social as well. And just hit me up and let me know, all right? I'll see you guys soon and enjoy the show. Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your man Melvin Taylor Jr., a.k.a. Melvin Taylor back one more time with The Alternative with Melvin Taylor. How y'all been, man? Been such a crazy week. So glad to be back here on the radio with you guys. We had a lot of stuff happen, man. I know that I missed out giving y'all both of those Gambino songs last week, but we were able to play that one for you right there. And that one is called Feels Like Summer. I actually got to go to one of the ice cream trucks and get some ice cream when that song was playing because Gambino is such a nice person that he decided, you know what, I'm going to just set up some ice cream trucks around New York City and around L.A., and around London and just pass out ice cream while the song is playing. I was like, oh, my God, thank you, Gambino. You're such a nice guy, brother. You're such a nice guy. It makes me almost forget about that This Is America controversy that happened, even though I'm a big fan. You know, I am, but I just got to hold you honest to it. But shout out to Atlanta. You give me a season 3 part, then I never said that. So aside from that, man, we had Wiz Khalifa Rolling Papers drop out. We had Chance the Rapper. He put out 4 new songs. Also, I just reacted to those on YouTube. Make sure to go check that out. Melvin Taylor, Will Smith is always in the news. We got Future, who was in the news, for a pretty good. It was kind of funny. It was like a little. I don't even like using this word, but it was a little cute reason for why he was in the news. T-Pain Boot Up. Y'all heard that song earlier, and like I said before, and like I will always say, T-Pain needs to be on every single remix ever until the day that he dies because that man is just so great at what he does. As a matter of fact, DJ Khaled, I'm looking at you right now, all right? I know that with Assad being in your life, a lot of things have changed. However, one thing that needs to go back is you putting T-Pain on all your songs instead of Future because the streams will be A1. I just want to let you know that right there. We also going to talk a little bit about Shiggy. Shout out to the Shiggy Challenge. Shout out to everybody out there that did the Shiggy Challenge. And if you got paid like Shiggy did, allegedly, shout out to you as well because he definitely got the bag from that one. And we're going to talk about a little bit of Papa John's too at some point in time. All right? So with all of that being said, man, we got another special guest on the program. Yo, this guy right here is just absolutely incredible, okay? I was able to, let me tell you how I first came across this man via social media once I moved to New York. I was like, yo, man, like there are these people that are always talking to social media and that are always just so good at everything that they're doing. Like, oh my goodness, I need to be like them. And then you go through that and you see that some of them are not who they are and then some of them are. This guy just happens to be one of those guys that's really about that life. And not only is he about that social media life, but he's also a very good person in general. Mr. Clark.
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
How you doing, brother?
I'm incredible. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for asking.
I do try.
Appreciate that. You know, even though I'm out here with like you said before, I got the fall outfit on right now.
Just slightly wintry, but the gold chain kind of sets it off still.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. So,
absolutely.
Have you been enjoying? I know you said you're visiting New York this past week. Has it been good so far?
New York is always good to me. There's just so much more happening up here. I'm based in D.C. I love D.C., but New York is just. It's bigger. There's more creative things happening. People kind of get more of what I do personally.
Yes.
You know, DC's a very, what do you do? What's your day job type city? Yeah. I don't have one of those. So
there you go.
I kind of fit in more up here, you know?
Look at that. He just dropped that real quick, but it's all good. So DC still chocolate city right now, even though I got a few friends that have been like, yeah, neighborhood's kind of changing like a little bit over there.
Butterscotch toffee city, you know.
Butterscotch toffee city.
You gotta keep it G.
Yeah, you're right. We gotta keep it 100 at all times. So,
absolutely.
Like you was just saying a second ago, you don't have a regular job. You don't have a 9 to 5.
This is true.
You are one of those folks that when people talk about social media influencers, You, I'm only saying that because you put out the YouTube video. I was like, I'm a social media influencer. And it's
you gotta
hilarious.
Give them the context.
It's
like,
I'm gonna let you go ahead, and I'm gonna let you give us the context. And then after that,
absolutely,
tell us a little bit more about who you are.
You're out here applying this pressure. So I'm talking about what I do in influencer marketing specifically.
Sure.
Yeah, so I have been day job free for just over 2 years right now. And a big part of what I do is based on social media. So I went to a military school for almost 4 years. Got expelled my last semester there. It was a great time. It was terrible. It was terrible. But the gift of going to a military school is that I was very isolated. You know, I couldn't leave campus too often. So it kind of pushed me to get into social media before I had a plan for business or getting paid on social media. I was trying to find people like myself, i.e. black people in general.
Can I ask, was it kind of that outlet that you needed at that point in time to be like,
absolutely.
I really can't connect with anybody else here, but on this platform, on this medium, I can?
Absolutely. So I was running my little hip-hop blog. You know, I was getting on Twitter and, you know, talking trash and getting involved with memes and everything. And when I left, it was already starting to kind of build up, so I kind of put myself more into it. Originally trying to get this blog sponsor, get it on Complex, get it on Revolt or whatever,
all of that,
which didn't happen. It's okay, but it did push me to keep building my audience, like find what I enjoy and talk about what I love, and eventually, you know, over the years, attract, you know, this audience that allowed me to start leveraging my audience and to get deals with different companies. So to work with the Square Cast, to work with the McDonald's, to work with, you know, Tidal, and
just falling on the ground right now.
Not even. But yeah, that was kind of my entryway. And since then, after getting, you know, my first few deals, it's like, okay, I could make something out of this and use this for future opportunities, because I definitely don't want to be just an influencer, because what actually is that? You know, we saw MySpace pretty much die out. We saw Vine get axed. So, you know, I don't want to be here building a Twitter empire or Instagram world, and that ends up falling off as well. You know, I'm looking to use this for leverage and as a launch pad into a bunch of different things.
Okay, most definitely. Now, I know that because I'm a part of your Make America, I was going to say Make Email Great Again.
Yes, sir.
Campaign. I scared myself for
I
a
almost
second.
left.
I was like, woo.
I almost threw the headphones off.
Hey, I would have ended the show. I would have been like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're done tonight. Thank y'all so much. In your emails, you always kind of give out a social media tip.
For sure.
And then you kind of get personal as well with a little bit of your story and who are you. And then you give us, is it the 12?
So it's a playlist called Clark Strikes 12.
There we go.
And
yes, sir.
I pick 12 different songs every single week that I'm just really loving. And I try to make it thematic. So it's like almost a movie soundtrack.
Right.
So you can imagine, like, okay, this is where somebody gets robbed. This is where the baby happens. They get married in this scene.
What's so funny is this is so accurate to your playlist. From
it really is.
To it a couple times.
But I think the fun part of the whole thing is that I can't pick any artist more than one time. And I've done 29 playlists. So I'm at over 500 artists.
That's a lot of music,
and
brother.
the intent is to just go and just see, you know, how many years can I go, you know, when I hit 1,000, 2,000, and have this whole catalog of everybody from Sade and Stevie Wonder to like Crime Mob and everything in between.
That's wild.
You know, all these different types of musicians and artists, and you know, kind of like tie them together, and you know, bringing out different eras and genres is pretty fun to me. So,
So just one of the particular emails that you sent out, and one of the ones that really resonated with me, I think it was around the same time when we had actually met, was you talking about the story of being at the regular job that you were at, and how that all transpired towards the end, and then really being like, you know what, I want to push myself and see how I can actually make this happen and make what you're doing right now become a reality. Would you mind talking about that just a little bit for us?
Absolutely. And I think it was less of me saying I want to push myself and more of me, if I'm being transparent, saying they're probably going to fire me, as in definitely you're going to fire me in about a month anyway. So I'm going to take my pride.
Listen.
You know, I'm going to take what I have right now. I've been I had this passive dream of being an entrepreneur. So I was like, this might be my sign. So, you know, I took my stuff. I I passed in my 2 weeks notice. My voice was all shaking, like I think I'm gonna leave because I was super scared still, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I had the social media audience. I knew that there was power in that, and that I could be able to, I could create certain income streams and, you know, make things work out through that. It was definitely a lot more of a struggle than I ever imagined. We were talking about, you know, $5 fried chicken boxes and ramen noodles earlier.
Shout out to Popeyes and ramen noodles, bro, because if it wasn't for y'all, some of us would not be here today.
I don't even know what I ate certain weeks.
Dog,
but
I feel you.
Yeah, so I definitely struggled, but in due time, I was able to get into an influencer agency so I could use my audience to get paid to tell certain brand stories from my perspective. So, you know, I don't believe in corny. That's part of my religion. I can't be on anything that's whack to me at all.
That's part of my religion.
You know what I'm saying? Like in my best like Jim Jones voice or whatever else. But nah, just trying to stay true to who I am while talking about and working with companies like Square Cash, like McDonald's, starting to build a relationship with Nike, Tidal, different companies like that, all the way through, you know, different Black-owned street brands and people that make pens and everything else. So that was a big part of what I've been doing, as well as starting to build a number of different ways to help people to build social media audiences. So whether you're an entrepreneur or some type of business or any kind of creative and you want to be able to use social media to get to wherever you want to get, I work as a coach to help you navigate that and set the right goals, set realistic goals, and then figure out what should you actually be doing on a daily basis to make that happen. And instilling the mental process you have to actually do it. Because I think a lot of people, you know, if we could just take everything we can find about our profession, like off Google, and we could actually just do it every day, we'd probably be pretty straight.
Yeah.
But the problem is, you know, like self-belief and these voices and, you know, these people and these habits and life and like all these different things can get in the way. So I try to help remove some of those things from your thought process and the way you operate.
Now tell me, in the same, I'm gonna keep going back to this email campaign right now because it's so dope. Why did you feel like you needed to share a piece of who you are as well as kind of like sliding the tips in there and then slide the music as well? Because a lot of people who send out those campaigns would just be like, yo, here's your social media tip for the week. Right. And here's like a song that I really like, and have a great day with this meme or this GIF at the end. But you decided,
you know?
Right. But you decided, I want to share a piece of myself so that way you know who you're really interacting with. And I want to know from you, why is that so important?
I think that ever since I started to, like when I had my first blog, it was a hip-hop blog, and I started to build an audience, and my friends were like, oh, nah, you famous, you doing it big or whatever. And I'm like, bro, I'm still the same person. I'm still halfway broke. I'm still trying to figure out A, B, and C. So my thought was always that I want people to know who I actually am and what I've been through, and to know that I'm not some person who appeared out of nowhere and had all these big things happening for myself. And
Charlie
also,
my bad. I had a cough.
I didn't hear, bro. You said Kardashian family. That's crazy.
Not at all,
about?
Man. I don't know what you mean either.
My man ain't blinking like half an hour. But in all seriousness, I've been through certain difficult, dark moments and days, months, even probably years. And I want to be transparent about that and just show that, like, I didn't have, like, a clear path to where I am. Yeah. I didn't see me being where I am, but I'm still here. So people who don't see their next steps can still do some pretty miraculous things. And I want that to be part of my story and my narrative and what I do.
Man, how are you just so awesome at everything that you do, bro?
Man, not everything. You don't be seeing me before noon most days.
Is it that? I mean, through the pictures you be posting, look like you be in the gym working out before noon most days.
Yeah, but it'd be like 11:30.
Okay. All right. I feel that. I feel that. That's good enough. So if you just hold on 1 second, we're going to come back a little bit more in a second, and then we're going to talk about your ebook.
Absolutely.
As well, see if we can pull a few tips out of you, and then talk about some of the trending stuff this week. Is that cool?
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you guys do not go anywhere. Remember, this is The Alternative with your man Melvin Taylor, right here on WHCR 90.3 FM New York, the voice of Harlem. And up next, I got for y'all know I got to play my favorite, Pusha T, featuring Rick Ross. This one is called Hard Piano. The Alternative, yeah.
You know what it is, man. It's your boy Saha the Prince, good music partner, and you are now listening to The Alternative.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back one more time. This is The Alternative with your man Melvin Taylor, That right there was Sierra, Level Up. Hey, Sierra, go ahead, level up on all the haters, girl. Level up on all the haters. Yo, that song is kind of, listen, man, it's just the climate of what's going on out here. She just got to put something out, test the waters.
Tell us more.
You know, let's see what's going to happen with the EP when it comes out. And then eventually the album comes out. You got to throw something out there to test it real quick.
Something yummy, am I right?
Something yummy in her tummy. Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. You know, quality bars. Good job. Hey, Sierra, listen, if nothing else, the video is amazing. Video's great. I'm glad to see you can still dance. Because like my man Kyle was saying, nobody but you and Tiana Taylor got that wave over there. That's all y'all. So, anyway, y'all are so funny, man. Y'all are so, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we also got some members of IRTS out here, and they in the building as well. They just back here chilling right now, just taking it all in. So glad to have them in here as well. And I'm just basically defending Sierra for the past couple minutes.
Level up.
I think that song ain't that bad, bro. It's not that bad.
What yummy's in your tummy right now?
But, well, I mean, I had some pecans earlier. They tasted pretty good. It's the most I got for you on that. Why y'all looking at me like that, bro?
You saying that it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
I mean,
the song.
If your best defense is not that bad, then
well, listen.
I can rest my case there.
Put it this way, then. Compared to a lot of things that are out there, it is high. I get y'all. It's more quality than a lot that is out there. Therefore, in this category, it is not that bad, which is pretty good out here in the streets.
Yo, you.
But they choose are pretty good.
I need a commercial break. Nah, bro.
Level up.
Nah.
Level up. Level up.
I mean, compared to some of the other artists that we have out here who are also putting out songs that are just not doing well. I mean, I can be honest about it. Hey, I'm gonna look right into the camera and say it right now. Nikki, please, no. This last song you put out with my mans with the rainbow color hair, no.
We were rooting for you.
No, hey, really, like this.
We were all rooting for you.
This is a Tyra Banks meme right now. Not even gonna lie, and the reason I'm saying this, like I say all the time, Nikki, I know you have talent, and I know you're skilled, and you are a lot better than some of these things that we are getting, and I just want to get that from you. That's all I want. That's all I want out there. Everybody got those couple artists that they like, yeah, this just ain't it, bro. Just keep going. That's like Eminem. That last album you put out, Revival. Nah, bro. No.
Definite no.
And then you came out with the Chloroseptic remix and murdered everybody. And I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. You can do it. You just got to do it. Do you have any artists out there that is in your head to be like, I could get this, but they keep giving me this. And if they can just put a little bit more into it, then we'll be okay.
We've named a couple already. Oh. I think
that's fair.
Off
that's
the
fair.
rip, I'm trying to think of artists who I wish would give me something a little more. Tough question. I'm going to pass for now.
Okay.
And I'll come back to it.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Do you have anybody? Oh, well, since you have Clark Strikes 12, do you have any artists that are underrated that you think people should know about? Give me that one, because you listen to a bunch of artists.
Yeah, it's tough to always just pick one. Also,
can you give me three?
I want to even like go on my phone and like do
That's
it justice,
fair.
right?
That's fine. You can do that.
Put on the spot, you know. It's
you
like when you
that.
find your one thing you're big into. You don't want to like name the wrong thing. Like,
I get
you should have been picked this instead of this.
I get you. It's like last week we had somebody that was having a basketball conversation, and then they decided to say that Steph Curry ain't no Reggie Miller. And we was like, wait.
Well, I mean, he's not.
Hold on.
But, you know, like not that way.
Hold on. Wait a second. Wait
They-
a second. Wait a second. I'm gonna need you to explain that real quick.
I was saying he's a much better player than Reggie Miller.
Okay, great. Just checking.
You know.
Just because the other person just wanted to Euro step over that the entire time.
Oh, nah.
Shout out to you, Tracy, bro. We love you. I just had to. Hey, you got to get flamed for that.
Yeah. I'm not crazy, I promise.
Glad. Just checking.
He might be a few levels up.
There,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, 3 artists, Mr. Clark, are.
I'm gonna start with somebody who's been kind of quiet as of late, but I still love her music. Leanne LaHavis. She is from the UK.
Okay.
Have you heard of her?
I have not.
She has some of the most gorgeous vocals. A lot of stuff over just guitar, acoustic stuff, and her harmonies just hit, bro. Like she's incredible. Beautiful vocals, and she's like just a really cool person. Also, I met her when she's over here.
Okay.
At one point, very beautiful vocalist. I'm gonna switch gears and then go with this young cat from the DMV area. His name is YBN Corday.
I feel like I've heard this name before.
You probably have seen his freestyle. He's been all over the place in the past couple of months.
Yeah.
And he seems like he really has like the lyricism, like the presence, the charisma, the steez to just kind of like have everything he needs to kind of go further.
I feel that.
Definitely big into him. So we said 3.
Yep, one more.
I'm gonna just talk about the Carters again. So I kind of I'm still rocking with that project lately.
Yeah, Everything Is Love.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite off of that one?
Depends what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm in the gym, if I'm trying to get like swole, I'm like, you going ape. That one
yes,
word.
Sir. I'm glad you did that.
The ape
glad
record,
you did that. Yes, sir.
On the radio, we're being appropriate. And then when you ride around, you want to hear nice.
Yeah,
you know, of course, Pharrell. Never ever fails in my opinion.
You can't go wrong with that. I was just listening to NERD. You did. Oh my goodness, why am I blanking on it right now? You did an article on this song.
Oh yeah. I took.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I gotta remember.
You know exactly where I'm going.
Too.
You can't be me. I'm a rock star.
Yeah, it was about rock star.
Standing on the top of a cop car.
Yeah, so you going deep in the. I feel like I'm being like honored. Like people don't go deep in.
Bro,
the
I told you I don't bring people. Listen, I don't bring
it.
people on this show that I don't mess with.
Look, man, it's appreciated. People be giving interviews, be like, so what do? You like oxygen? Like it just be like. It just be like some dry conversation. So I appreciate you.
No problem, brother.
An incredible interview. But yeah, I wrote about 7 reasons your social media plan is failing, and I based it on lyrics from Rockstar by NERD. So I heard that song when I was growing up, and they had lyrics like, you think the way you live's okay, you think posing will save the day, and even like you think you don't have to ever quit. So I would take things like that, you know, for like you think the way you live's okay, and say, you know, you might be complacent. You know, you have these goals, but you don't have a timetable to accomplish them. You know, as for you think posing will save the day, we all know that. You think we can't tell that you're faking online when we know you in real life.
Look at this.
We can see who you actually
Look
are.
at this.
You went to my high school. I know you're not like that.
There you go.
So I took 7 different lyrics, and I talked about why people's social media dreams aren't coming true, like based on those lyrics. And it was a pretty fun way to kind of combine 2 different loves.
Y'all cannot tell me that this man is not good at what he does,
Thank
bro.
you,
Are you kidding me? Not many people can do that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just be 100% honest of it. No problem whatsoever, man. So before we get into your book and your ebook first, I want to hit on a few trending topics. Then we'll hit some more later on.
Let's get into it.
Great. First thing I want to talk about. Did you happen to see the video with Future at the wedding and Lil Baby?
I had to like watch it twice and then DM it to my girl and then retweet it and then watch it again. It was just that cool to me. Yeah,
I feel you. So, ladies and gentlemen, for y'all that don't know, there's this grown man that's walking like a baby down the aisle. Just baby that's looking like she just learned how to walk not that long ago. And she's like looking at people as she goes down the aisle. She turns and she sees Future. And in seeing Future, she stops and then just starts dancing right then and there, and then turns around and keeps walking. And everybody for the day was trying to figure out what song or what Future song do you think was going through her head at that point in time.
I just imagine the baby saying it's lit, but like in baby, you know, like Goo Goo Gaga lit, like boom,
I feel
pow,
that.
you know.
I feel that.
Something like that.
Could definitely. That'd probably be it. I'm like, hopefully it was something like March Madness, but on some appropriate headphones. I don't need y'all to like blow the baby's eardrums out. She just learning how to walk, you know. Next up, we got Will Smith. Now, I just put Will Smith because this brother has been killing it on IG and YouTube.
Absolutely.
What has been your perception of how well he's been doing?
Well, first of all, I love it. He already like passed by Jaden and his whole family in terms of like following.
Like Zoom,
and Jaden had like millions.
He did.
But I love it because Will Smith could be like one of these old people who like gets on social media and it's like arguably kind of whack, but still gets followers.
We ain't even gonna say arguably.
You know,
it's because we ain't gonna pinpoint nobody.
People be whack.
It's whack, yo.
So,
it's terrible.
But he has like illustrators and solid videographers, and he's like really innovating at however old he is.
Yeah.
So
52, I believe.
Yeah, somewhere up there.
There
You know,
go.
black don't crack.
Yeah, Will 52. Yes, brother. Yo, he about to jump over. He's gonna bungee jump over the Grand Canyon for his birthday.
My man is living his best
for
life.
his birthday.
His absolute best life.
Right? I'm living my best life. Will Smith edition.
I'm also curious too about what his end state goal is, because I almost think of like when Khaled first came out and he made his Snapchat really pop and we all loved him. Then the album dropped. We didn't know he was dropping the album until it came out like probably 6 months after he started getting on Snapchat and getting lost on yachts and everything.
I'm thinking.
So yeah, I'm really curious what he has planned and just what's gonna come from this.
I'm thinking that at some point in time there will be a documentary of some sort that might just go straight to YouTube or to, I keep wanting to say IG Live, but it's IGTV, or same way how he did the Bright deal with Netflix.
Yep.
He keep amassing all these YouTube subscribers.
Yep.
I'm going to just drop a movie on YouTube.
Absolutely.
He tweeted Kevin Hart on his birthday or commented on his picture and was like, yo, before your next birthday, let's do a movie together.
That
ain't nothing but a weekend, bro, with them two just hanging out. That's a full movie. Who wouldn't want to watch them two just hang out?
Nobody with a soul.
There you go. There you go.
Nobody who's real.
100%. So up next, we got Shiggy with the bag.
Absolutely.
So the Shiggy challenge. Now, the one thing that I want to preface everybody with is before this song, In My Feelings, really blew up, the song Don't Matter to Me with Michael Jackson was going to be the song that was going to be pushed as the next single.
Right.
And then Shiggy decided to do a Shiggy challenge, and it just kind of blew up everywhere.
Absolutely.
Now, what was your first thoughts when you heard the Shiggy challenge?
This gonna look fun as hell. I just like.
Did you do
one?
It looks
awesome. Nah, I don't be dancing. Like I know, I know my gifts. I know where I'm like mediocre.
You more of a two-step type of guy.
I keep it smooth.
There you go.
Keep it simple.
There you go.
I'm already the old head capper who just kind of like chills and like won't stroll. That's my lane.
That's
so
you. Okay.
I stick to it.
I feel it.
I liked it a lot. I thought it was fun. I think the way it evolved kind of spoke to both of their brilliance in terms of marketing and making things pop, right? Because with Shiggy, he did a great job. He made it very inclusive, and he made people want to get involved. Yeah. He made it very infectious.
Yeah.
And it popped off in that way. And with Drake, he didn't have to co-sign it. He didn't have to, take pictures with him or whatever else.
Right.
Because he would have been good regardless. Drake music is going to be all over
Drake
the airwaves.
Is Drake.
Regardless.
He was like, I got dissed by Pusha T and then put Michael Jackson on my album.
Right. So to me, that was a very smart move on his part to take the picture to support him, and I presume he gave him a bag. I'm not sure.
Allegedly Shiggy got a bag that's $250K.
Right.
Allegedly.
So I think it's smart of Drake to, one, hear popular opinion and run with that.
Yeah.
And two, to support, basically an independent content creator who made something pop. He didn't have to do that.
No.
He could have been like,
he didn't at all.
Thanks, bro.
Right.
And called it a day.
How many stories or how many challenges have we seen where one artist had not done that? And then two, something else we were going to talk about later, but I can just bring it up right now. The guy 2 Milli who started the Milli Rock on the game Fortnite. Some of the characters, just when they're standing idle, are doing the Milli Rock dance.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, he made that.
Yeah.
But he's not getting anything from that. And how do you think somebody would feel being like, I made this work and I'm not getting anything for it except a shout out on a video game.
I
bro.
mean, what's unfortunate is that it happens fairly often. You know, you get out and you get the buzz, you get the plays and everything, but unless you have like a legal ground to stand on, unless you have like some sort of contract, you're probably not going to get too much because it's all about money at the end of the day.
100%.
You know, you can get a thank you. You might get some plugs and some opportunities for the future to make some money, but you're probably not going to get what you think you might deserve.
No.
So
I 100% agree with that. Just hold on one second.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
Now, Mr. Clark, can you tell us a little bit about your book and your ebook?
Absolutely.
That got real serious real fast, didn't it? Yeah.
Right. I'll start with the free joint because it's free.
Yep.
You know,
Free. FREE. Just go to his social and get this book for free.
Yo,
ladies
spell
and
free
gentlemen.
again.
FREE. Free. All right? Just so that way y'all know. Go right on ahead.
Right. So I wrote an ebook about a year ago. It's about 30 pages, and it has some worksheets and some affirmations. And the entire book is based around how people can build the right mentality to win at social media on a long-term basis. So my thought is that we can go online. There's so many different news sources and sites, and there's so much information about what's happening on social media, how to build a strategy long-term that actually works,
Right.
And all these different things. But the issue is a lot of us struggle, I still struggle, with creating a mentality and holding on to a mentality that will allow us to put these important things into place on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You know, like we know we got to be on social media and do certain things, but, you know, it is hard to do it consistently. So what can give us that mentality that will allow us to keep at it and to keep building actively? So I took 5 principles that I believe will help people to do that and do it well, do it consistently, without kind of being stuck in a prescribed lane, without feeling like they're in this role that everyone else is trying to fill. So I attached some worksheets. They're very actionable, and some affirmations to help you kind of push through. And it's about 33 pages, and you can get it at MichellClark, so MichellClark.com. It's 100% free, and all you got to do is sign up for my email list. It's called Make Email Great Again.
There you go.
Has nothing to do with that other great thing that's supposedly happening in
Not
America.
whatsoever.
I can't talk about it at
I
all.
don't even know.
I don't even know.
What are you
what it
referring
is.
to?
I don't even know. Something about pizza.
Something, yeah.
But, you know, all you have to do is sign up for my email list, and you'll get that newsletter. Every 2 weeks, it'll have a social media tip, a music playlist, and an article by yours truly. And you'll get that full book for free.
There you go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't just a book that I want to just say, oh, like it's a great book. I've actually like read through the book and used some of the worksheets on the book as well as repeated the affirmations. And I'm telling y'all, it is very, very good. So definitely make sure that you go ahead and check that out. Now, a little bit earlier today, I was on the Black Creatives chat called, we were talking about anxiety today.
Sir.
And just kind of some of the things that either like prompted or ways in which you kind of get over it and learn how to deal with it in everyday life. Now, I kind of want to get into you, especially with social media and how it can cause a lot of anxiety for people.
Absolutely.
And just some of your thoughts on there first. But I know that you were on a Black Creatives chat before. Can you tell me just which one you were on previously?
I've been on a couple.
Okay, most recent then.
So I think the most recent one was about authenticity.
Oh,
And,
man.
you
All
know,
this
like-
lining up perfect, bro. All this is lining up great.
So just staying true to who you are, on and off social media. You know, giving people different parts of your story that, you know, might not all be the sunny parts and the glorious parts and, you know, the stuff you put on your IG grid.
Yeah.
But, you know, some more personal stories. So just kind of digging more into that.
Now, do you find it difficult for a lot of people that you work with or a lot of people to come across for them to be authentic on social media?
I think a lot of people, whether intentionally or not, stray away from giving the full picture in regards to what they do, what they go through, what they struggle with.
Yeah.
I know myself, I didn't talk about my low points much at all until the past couple of years, just because, I think we all can get caught up in wanting to impress people and, look like we know what we don't know.
True.
Or just seem like this great established person when we still broke in college.
Yeah.
So I think it's a thing that a lot of us struggle with.
Most definitely. Now, can we talk a little bit about anxiety as well? Because I know that sometimes anxiety causes people to kind of freak out a little bit on social media. And I'm only saying freak out because I'm misremembering the terms that I want to use. But I think you kind of get the sense of what I'm going for. Can you just talk a little bit about that as well?
Yeah. Anxiety is something that I think many of us don't want to admit that we experience, or we try to deny that it is what it actually is. So we try to mask it, and kind of cover it up in different ways. We might take it out on people or on ourselves, for that matter.
Yeah.
We start to operate differently. I know for myself personally, when I get anxious, when I get very anxious, I operate pretty efficiently and like normally. But when I get like a strong dose of anxiety, I can't function. I could have a task list laid out very clearly for my entire day, and I could know what I have to get accomplished. But when I get anxiety, I just kind of sit there and I stress and I worry and I scroll my timeline and throw shade at somebody else. And, I just start doing all these different things that aren't constructive or productive at all. And I think that I've learned over the past couple of years just the importance of being able to communicate with both myself, which sounds weird, but communicate with myself.
Oh, it's a real thing.
Understand, it's not that you're just stuck today. You're experiencing anxiety.
Yeah.
It does this to you. It manifests in your life in this way.
Yeah.
It causes these things to happen to you. And you know that these three things, for me, it's going to the gym. It's probably having a little drink. It's probably talking to certain people.
Yeah.
These different things will help me to get over anxiety.
Yeah.
So instead of me trying to man up or woman up or tough it out or push through it, I'm going to sit back and do what I actually need to do to give myself a little bit of peace and get through this. My girlfriend, my friends, my parents have helped me to kind of push past thinking that I have to just tough it out, because I'm one of those people who's just like, I can work through it and push through it.
Man, I'm the same way.
That's not always
good.
how
it is
works,
not conducive for anything in which you're trying to get done whatsoever. I agree with you wholeheartedly. There are a lot of times where people's emotions will kind of get the best of them in terms of dealing with stuff, and I'll be the same way. I'll have a lot of things listed out, clearly stating, okay, Melvin, this is what you need to do, or at least I have examples pulled up what I need to do. And sometimes when it hit me, I'll be like, brother, I ain't finna do nothing today.
Right.
It's just not finna happen. And at them times, like I was saying during the Twitter chat earlier, sometimes I just walk outside and just be like, I look up in the sky and be like, hey, yo, Dad, hey, God, can we just talk real quick, bro? Because, I'm not understanding what this is, and I just kind of need you to show me real quick what is it that I'm missing, or what's this block here, so that way I can get through it. And, sometimes it helps. Yeah. Other times it's all right, let that moment pass, and then in time you can get everything else done, too.
Yeah, I liked how you phrased it, too, just, hey, yo, God.
Straight
talk
up.
Talk to you right quick.
I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. There have been so many times where I've always felt kind of pressured, in a sense, to be like, well, what's my relationship like with God, and how should I talk to God? I would ask too many people, how and what way should I go about it? Yeah. And at the end of the day, I'm like, well, it's me and God's relationship. It's not me and Craig and God's relationship, or me and my pastor and God's relationship. It's me and his relationship. So if I can just say, I just had to come up with Craig. Craig, why not?
What Craig do to you, huh?
Say it again.
Why you don't like Craig?
I ain't nothing wrong with Craig. Ain't nothing wrong with Craig, man. Nothing wrong with Craig whatsoever. But I was just like, man, I just need my own way to be able to talk to him. And I'm just like, hey, yo, Dad, I'm not, what's up with today, man? Yeah. What's going on? But nonetheless, you hope to always get through it. So don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with some more of what he's got to say. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember, this is The Alternative with your man Melvin Taylor, right here on WHCR 90.3 FM, New York, the voice of Harlem. Up next, Cardi B, Bad Bunny, J Balvin. I like that. Don't go anywhere. It's the alternative.
Boy, Drummer Boy, a.k.a. D-Boy Fresh, man, and you listening to me right here on the alternative.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing? It's your man, Melvin Taylor Jr. back one more time on the alternative on WHCR 90.3 FM New York. Man. Been a fun show so far. How you doing? You having fun over there?
I'm solid, man. Still black, hairline still intact. Everything is good.
Oh God, dog. That kind of hurt.
That wasn't a shot.
I know it wasn't, but I'm kind of. I'm like Jamie Foxx when it comes to my hairline. I'm still kind of sensitive about it. Even
I thought you were bald voluntarily.
Kyle, why you make that face, bro?
He made the oh my goodness.
Oh my God, that was the face. Kyle, say it again. It's all good, bro. Hey, listen, I'm just playing.
Hey there, guy. Can we have a moment?
I've come to the point where I'm like, brother, look, I know it is what it is, bro.
Hey there, beloved. Are you not bald voluntarily? I assumed you were. I apologize.
It's all good, bro. Hey, listen, I've just been like, hey, I'm going to own it. Because I be talking to Dad all the time. Be like, listen, Dad would have let me keep my hair. It'd have been a wrap for a lot of people out here, bro. It'd have been, hey, look, Brian Urlacher retired with no hair, came back on TV with a full head. I was like, bro, it's possible. Hey, we all know LeBron's story.
Yeah, he done going back and forth a few times.
Exactly. And I'm like, if I can even get to that point in life,
right,
I will be good, bro. So it's hope for me out there.
I believe it.
It's definitely hope for me out there. Say that one more time. Ooh, I appreciate that, dog. Please do. Thank you, brother. Thank you. See, look at that, man. Friends.
Look at this black love happening right now.
How many of us have them? Before we hop into any more of the things that we're going to talk about, do any of y'all want to say anything on radio that y'all can definitely say or no? Y'all let me know right now. Who want to say something?
Get them drops off.
Who want to say something? All right, go ahead in the mic too right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have IRTS member. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Don't mess it up. Go ahead.
Hi everyone, it's your girl Shanice. They call me Shay on the IG. You can follow me. Shay Says 2 S's at the end, not one, and also subscribe to my YouTube, same name. Shout out to IRTS. Thank you for having us. We're learning a lot, and tune in every Mondays.
Oh, thank you so much.
Boom.
I appreciate that. Anybody else want to say anything? Are y'all good? Who else next? Who up next?
He been waiting.
Come on now. He's like, I've been waiting.
All right, hi guys. It's your future boss. Follow me on Twitter.
Whoa!
I will own you,
right? Future boss. Don't be shy. Follow me.
Okay.
I'm just starting up, but
there we go. Hold on now. Follow you. Where we gonna follow you at, brother?
On Instagram, Twitter
at.
Yep. Thank you.
At your future boss.
At
your future boss.
So he reserved the flex.
I reserved
on multiple platforms.
You gotta brand yourself.
Oh my God!
He made an entire brand off of a flex.
Yo,
I gotta level everything up.
Yo,
no more being humble this year. No more. Level up.
Oh God,
yo.
That was nice. That was nice. You got it for that one. No, you gotta come on, you gotta do it now.
That was
you
the
gotta
flex
do it. You
of the
go
month,
ahead
though.
and hand it. It definitely was.
That was the flex.
We
of the
was
month.
like, where are we gonna follow? At your boss,
I
bro.
feel like
What
we
are
all
you
work for
talking?
him
Hey, he
now.
was talking about it like, how are you missing this?
I think we
at your boss.
I think we all work
said
for
it
him now.
already.
We work for
I
him
am your
already.
boss.
There you exactly. man.
Hi, I'm Jada.
What's up, Jada?
You can follow me in the street. Like I don't really.
I'm
not really.
If you see me in the streets, no, let me.
Yeah,
If you're really out here.
Can't say the rest of that.
I'm not really great at social media, but Jada.Stout. You can find me if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jada.Stout. We appreciate it. Just one more question for all of y'all.
Yeah.
How are y'all enjoying RTS so far? Has it been great?
Oh, we're loving it.
You're loving it?
We have our Wine Wednesdays. Shout out to
you
Allison.
got wine. What in the world?
Wine Wednesdays.
Oh, this
Pickies
got
up.
real different, real fast.
Okay.
Wealth.
What else have you doing?
Sound like wealth.
Oh, we love our internship. Shout out to our internships. Hey,
she
ABC.
straight hit up Wine Wednesdays and neglected the internship.
Yo,
Lauren, I didn't do that.
Blackman,
I did not do that,
you.
Lauren.
I love marketing research.
There you go. You better shout out Lauren and Joyce into the camera. What you doing?
Hey, Lauren and Joyce.
And Catherine.
I love my job. Thank you.
Yes, we
love RTS. We're living our best
Talking
lives.
to the mic real quick. There we go.
We love RTS, living our best lives. Slaying for the IG. I know Drake didn't like that in his song, but we gotta do us. So.
Yerp. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, so that you guys know out there, IRTS, International Radio and Television Society, is a fellowship that helps to am I blood now? To help to pick the top out of the top like 1,500.
You are wearing that red flannel.
I am wearing the red flannel right now, ain't I? So
we picking back being Ben turns now.
Oh, y'all are goofy. They pick out of like the top 2,000 applicants around the country to bring people to New York and give them a transformative experience for one summer to kind of give them the behind the scenes look in the media business. I was able to do it in 2014 right after graduating from college. Or actually, I came down here the first week that we had it and then had to fly back that weekend to graduate and then came back that Monday to start my internship. And without this internship, my life would not be anywhere to where it is right now. So I want to personally say thank you so much to IRTS and to Lauren and to Joyce and to Catherine and to everybody else whom I'm neglecting right now. I got love for y'all. I just can't say everybody's name because I got a show that I got to run. So, Mr. Clark.
I kind of want an internship now, too. What's
up?
Man,
listen. Yo, wait, IRTS, bro. Yo, man. Go hit. Hey, Mr. Yo, come on.
Get at me.
Come on, get at him. We got to make it happen. We got to make it happen. So, we talked a bit about your ebook.
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me about your actual book, like the book.
Okay, so boom. So what had happened was the thing with the people, with the joint, with the stuff or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then a book, then I read it, and I finished it, and it's done.
Got you.
But nah, so in all seriousness, I'm putting out my very first print book in
Brother, yes sir. Best sir, Black Office, man.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. It's dropping in September. And the wild thing is I started writing it about 2 years back now.
Okay.
And I knew I wanted to be an author for most of my life, actually. Before I did anything on social media, I was a writer. Like, I was the kid who would just, like, type things and not know what I was typing and be like, it's going to be a book one day.
There you go.
So back in, like, 2016, started writing this book, got depressed, got anxious, got stressed. I stopped writing it, during certain times.
Yeah.
And I got a DM on Instagram one day, and I was, like, halfway through the book, but I kind of stopped, and it was an actual publisher. And she was like, I appreciate what you say on social media, on Instagram. I'm a publisher. If you're looking to put a book out, would you mind considering me?
Oh, word. Okay.
I have no publishing experience, or nowhere to find a publisher.
Right.
And I was like, yo, she like saw fit to reach out to me personally via what I write on social media. Well, first of all, I got to finish this book. I got to get back into it.
Preach.
So it was a spark for me. And I was like, yeah, let's definitely talk about it. And I saw that she had worked with some of my mutual social media compatriots, my partners in crime, my peers. And her name is Audrey.
Shout out to you, Audrey, just so that way you know. Shout out to Audrey.
13th and Joan. But the book is called Keep It 100, Daily Affirmations for Millennials Who Are Tired of Being Called Millennials.
Oh, let's talk
about it. They're always saying we killed, the fish industry and the flannel industry, except for you,
Thank you.
They blame millennials for
trying to represent for it out here, for all the flannels that's out here. Level up. Go ahead. Go right on ahead. We gonna keep that going. We gotta keep it going now.
Bruh. So the book is it's my very first full like print book. Very excited for it.
Yeah.
And it pretty much I took 100 different phrases.
Yeah.
Some of which I wrote originally on social media that got popular on social media.
Okay.
And they're all within the realm of empowerment, something to make you laugh, kind of forget about the stress of everyday life, and some more vulnerable things to talk about, like common things we all experience. And I wrote 100 words on each of those 100 phrases. So the 100 applies to a number of different things that are part of the book concept.
That's incredible.
And the intent is to make it easy to digest, because people, it's hard to sit down and read a full book these days.
It is.
So I want to be able to give you something you can read. If you want to read one page in the morning when you get up before you have your coffee, you can do that. If you want to sit down and read it all in a couple hours, you can do that too. But I like to think that it's very to the point. It's very blunt. it's by no means flowery or poetic. You know, I talk about Young Dro and stuff
Hey.
like that as part of my metaphors. But
I'm cleaning the mirror. No, I'm finna go ahead.
That didn't sound like never.
Yeah. Okay, it's all good.
That was like Young Bro or something.
He said, "Young bro, young bro." I need the sound effects. Go ahead and hit that.
Man. But nah, I think it'll be a fun, engaging, and hopefully a helpful read for a lot of people. So yeah, really excited for that. I want to come to a college near you, you know, to a city near you. So if you want to have me come to wherever, drop me a line. I love talking, as you can tell by now. So let me know.
Most definitely. Okay. Now, before we get into the one thing that I definitely want to talk about today, can you give people out there just 2 social media tips that they would be able to take away and be able to say, hey, you know what? I learned this today. These are working pretty well for me. Now, let me go really look this guy up and use all the resources that he has and get in touch with them.
Absolutely. So the first one, I promise I'm not being facetious when I say this, is to not forget the social. In social media, I think a lot of people get on social media with certain goals. They want to build businesses. They want to, you know, build a brand, however they phrase it. They want to make money on social media in some kind of way. And that's cool, but don't forget that social media is about being social first. So who are you connecting with? Who are you relating to? Who are you providing value for? Like, who are you taking the time to get to know before you try to sell somebody on a product? So I really have to caution people, you know, like when they want to get on and they're not familiar with the platforms, just to take some time to enjoy it first. Like find, you know, what appeals to you and engage in that way. And then you can start figuring out how you could possibly make your business or your brand into a real thing on social media. So my first point, remember that social media is social first.
Okay, good first point right there. Thank you.
My second point is that you already have all the cheat codes. And what I mean by that is social media is one of the only industries where you can literally sit there and watch almost everything that makes someone successful. Because it's all public facing, right? Like you watch people on social media because it's social. It's for us to digest. So if you care enough, if you are observant enough, and if you do enough research, you can sit there and watch and see how people who went on social media, how they operate, what they do, when they post, what kind of stuff they share, how they comment on different topics. It's literally all there for us to observe and look at and watch, along with all the free information on the different platforms and how to use them. So in all reality, if you want a social media coach or someone, a mentor to help you kind of figure things out, that's excellent. I think it's also important. But don't delude yourself into saying that you need someone's help when literally all the information by definition is almost out there for you to grab and get. So take that time, do your research, and like make it a habit. And you'll go far.
Y'all, this man is amazing. Simply amazing. And one thing that we got to talk about that is simply amazing. We got to get into views from the grid. Boo. Yes, sir. Views from the grid. My explanation is not going to give it justice.
Oh, man.
So please, can you tell us, first of all, how you started it, why you started it, and what it is for everybody out there so that way they can know? Because y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, this is lit. 100%. This is lit. And y'all need to hear this.
Man, I want to record that right there for the drop for the next video.
Oh, don't worry, brother. We got that covered. Okay, we got that covered. I was already thinking ahead. I got you, bro.
We clicking.
There we go.
So Views from the Grits it's like a house party at a club, first of all, because we try to make everyone feel welcome. And I feel like we have probably some of the best DJs in DC who like just bring the energy. So Views from the Grits, the title was inspired by Views from the Six before it became Views. So it's a Drake-themed brunch party, lots of fixings, lots of food. And we have it at some pretty established venues in D.C. Everyone's welcome, you know, real casual apparel. Come wearing whatever you want to wear. Just don't come naked, you know, don't come looking foolish.
Right.
And we just really set out, like myself and my friend Britt. It started back in 2016.
Shout out to Britt, by the way.
Shout out to my man Britt, you know. But I hit him because I went to his Christmas party. My birthday is December 28th, so I was like, "Yo, can I bring out some people? I'd love to, get some folks in." And he comped me some tickets. I got a bottle. It was a really good time.
Here you go.
I had a really good time.
Hey,
I brought out mad people.
Hold on. He was like, "I had a good time." No, I had a really
let
good
me
time.
Recalibrate
Right.
quick,
Let me be honest, bro.
Yeah. So when the hungover wore off,
there you go.
When I was able to press the full reset button, I was like, that was actually a really good time. And people I didn't even invite personally per se, but who knew who I was based on social media, word of mouth kind of came out as well, and we're saying what's up.
Yeah.
So I was like, I had a really good time. Like, Britt, like, what do you have planned for the weekend of Broccoli City Festival? Which is a big festival in D.C.
Sir.
Lots of big artists come out. And also my man Brandon runs it. He's just the coolest, OG ever. He'll call me, be like, "Yo, my man, what's going on?
Hey.
Nah, you be doing it. Nah, keep doing that joint, dog." So, like, I know
He
him
sounded
as well.
real DMX for a second, too. Nah, keep doing it, bro. What you talking about?
That's how he is. He real supportive, but, like, aggressively supportive.
There
Like,
you
"Nah,
go.
you gonna do that."
Okay, yeah.
But,
you need that in your life sometimes.
Exactly.
You need that.
So I knew him as well, and I was like, "Yo, let's throw a function. Like, are you opposed to that?" And for some reason, he was with it. Like, I didn't have any even experience or whatever else, but I had what I'd done digitally. I kind of had the marketing down, and I knew what I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And we kind of teamed up, and that was back in 2016. I think we've done 6 or 7 events to this point.
Y'all done a good amount.
It started about 200. We got some breaking 400 now in terms of attendees. And, we always just try to make it the most fun experience possible.
Man, listen, I haven't been to one yet, but from everything that I've seen online, from people talking about it, to watching videos about it, to people sharing things about it, it looks like the most fun you want to keep having in your life.
That's a blessing. And me and Britt are always kind of like we're never going to be the hosts who are too cool to talk to everybody in the party, to bring somebody a drink, to bring them a ketchup bottle, whatever they need. Because it's about, like, you see fit to come to my event, I want you to be happy. So I'm going to plug you with my friends. If you bored, come to my table, come kick it, come say what's up. I want you to be able to enjoy what you paid for. You're supporting me in my function. I want to support your turn up. So we're always trying to make sure that everyone has a good time. DJs might play Kirk Franklin sometimes. They're going a little boozy. We get real adventurous, real unpredictable. But it's a really good time. And it's one of those things where it's like, you enjoy it, you experience it, and then we go home. We're like, yo, we make money to do this.
It's like we got paid to do
I would
that?
just do this, off the love.
Right.
So yeah, it's definitely one of the best things I've ever embarked upon.
That's dope, man. I'm so glad to hear that. So can you tell everybody out there where they can find you at? We still got some time left. But I just want you to tell everybody so that way they can start flooding your socials right now.
So I am at Michell C Clark on everything. That's MichellC CLARK, so MichellCClark.com, and then Michell C Clark on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Black Planet, Farmers Only.
He said Black
Smoke
Flare.
Flare.
Yeah. You don't have to be lonely.
FBI's Most Wanted. I'm kidding.
I was about to say.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wait a minute.
I'm black and alive. It's not possible.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Thank God. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, this is The Alternative with your man Melvin Taylor. We got some more music coming for y'all before we end up getting out of here. Up next, we got Summertime Magic by Childish Gambino. This is the second song of that summer pack that he dropped. Don't go anywhere. It's The Alternative.
You know what it is, man? It's your boy Saha the Prince, good music partner, and you are now listening to The Alternative.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into The Alternative. Just so that way you know, that one right there was Just Me and You by Captain D-Mac. If y'all remember well, we had him on the show a couple weeks ago, and his episode of The Alternative will be on TV next Friday, so make sure that you don't miss out on that. I want to thank y'all one more time for tuning into the program. Y'all know I always love and appreciate it, as well as all the calls and all the other love that y'all give me. I also want to thank our guest today, Mr. Clark.
Thank you for all this.
No problem at all, man. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you was able to join us. I knew, I was like, yo, we got to have him on at some point in time. We got to be able to do it. So I'm glad we was able to make that happen. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember, tune into The Alternative every Friday. We out here at 11:55 until 2 a.m. each and every. Did I say every Friday?
You did.
I did say every Friday. Good Lord.
We knew what you meant, though.
It's been a long day for me so far, guys. I'm so sorry. Every Monday, 11:55 to 2 a.m. And also, I'm on YouTube. I drop videos like every other day. So make sure you go check those out, too. All right? Remember, stay blessed, stay favored, always stay tailored. I will see y'all next time on the show. Melvin Taylor, I out.